I'm really into thumb holes recently. I cut thumb holes into 2 of my sweatshirts, and I plan on doing it in more of them. Very comfy.
Bowling ball addicts be like.
It's a nice touch to the sweatshirt, especially this time of year.
You ever been into bowling? That ever been like a phase for you?
No, it's never been something I was into. I was homeschooled for a little bit in 8th grade, though, and the one friend I made was a, league bowler. So that's the closest I ever got.
Isn't that the best that one homeschool person, the only sport they were into was the one that you can play alone?
It wasn't a great situation for how they came off as a person.
No, homeschoolers typically don't, if I'm any example.
Well, you're fine.
What? No, totally.
You're mostly sane.
I got there through blood, sweat, and tears.
Tell me about it. I wasn't even homeschooled. I wasn't homeschooled. I was homeschooled in that I had to learn at home how to do normal things and behave like a person.
I don't think if you're going to be anything in life, the 2 worst things that anybody could compare you to is saying that you have homeschooler or band kid energy. At that point, both of those just end it.
Welcome back to your favorite stupid show. It's your favorite stupid podcast.
It's not my favorite.
Video version, not you. It's everyone else's. Obviously, we're smarter than them, so we don't listen to this stupid show. Welcome back, video version available on YouTube and Spotify if you would like to watch it there. You also can listen along with us today. We're listening to a playlist called Lo-Fi Jazz 2024. I'm Emmy, that's Mia. We're your hosts. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome back.
I would actually advise the video version for today for a segment that I'm doing later has a strong visual component. If you don't care about it, then whatever. Just if you care about that, you're going to want visuals.
Just know, audio listeners, you're fucked. You're cooked.
You're cooked as hell.
Yeah, the Spotify playlist we're listening to today will be in the description. You can listen along with us if you would like, if you're watching the YouTube version or something. Other than that, I have the opening question for today.
For episode 45, opening question.
Yes, this is episode 45. We have almost hit 50.
Like my favorite angle.
My question is, what would you give bad children in their stockings on Christmas if you were Santa?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I thought of it by myself. I know it's great. I'm so smart. For context, Mia just rattled off some question suggestions. It's crazy how you when it's your week, you can't think of anything, but you came up with question after question because it's not your week.
Yeah, I think I'm motivated more out of frustration with the half hour we were waiting, because we hang out for an hour and a half, 2 hours usually before we record these, and so Emmy was saying I can't think of a question for today. And then half an hour later was still I can't think of a question. So I was here's a few. Rattle them off. Chop, chop. But to answer the question.
Answer your question, yeah.
Yeah, answer my own question, which I came up with and then did not actually have an answer for myself. And now I have to think of one. What do these naughty children deserve? I mean, the classic thing is coal. I want to say...
I'd probably give them pieces of paper and a list of instructions of writing grammar practice and stuff. Because they're stupid.
Oh, it's just a home work booklet.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's what he sends them home with is I don't care that it's Christmas break. Here's a homework packet for you to finish by the time you come back. It's double-sided.
Yeah, it's got to fit within the confines of the stocking, whatever you give them.
I was thinking it could be something terrible like the Zelda CDI games, but even that's too much value. Because then those kids could make content out of it and make a positive.
No, that's a form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Gotta give them something that'll ruin their entire year. That'll send their year into shit because they got this at the end of it.
Unrefrigerated cheese.
Unrefrigerated
it's
cheese.
It's sitting there right above the fireplace, hanging in the stocking, right above all that heat. Just a packet of cheese just molding away. Because then if there's anything else in that stocking that maybe their parents put in there, then it's getting ruined by the moldy cheese.
Now your Reese's Cups will taste like shit.
It's all ruined.
I would think something more along the lines of something they literally couldn't throw away or avoid.
A curse.
like the divorce papers for their parents. So I'd put that in their stocking.
I was thinking divorce papers, but it's like, that doesn't make a lot of sense if their family is actually happy. Then it's just like bullying. It needs to be something that is
I want to bully them.
It needs to be something that is like immutably bad for them, because they're like, my parents have a very happy marriage. These papers mean nothing to me.
No, that's how they find out though. That's the sad part.
It could just be like expired candy. So then their parents look at the expiration date. They're like, sorry, you can't have any of it. And then they have to watch it all get thrown away.
You're so nice. That's such a light sentence compared to what I'm thinking.
Your sentence is that naughty children, they have to be videoed for one of Jimmy Kimmel's shitty fucking gift sections.
I'm along the lines of like in the stocking is like an ID card for a boot camp they have to go live at now.
They get coal, but it's already pre-lit in the stocking.
They get fire.
I bring you the gift of fire. I think the first caveman who discovered fire should have patented that. He'd be really rich right now.
Yeah, that would have been really smart.
That generational wealth.
Imagine his bloodline. Old money challenge.
Speedrun, just discover fire and immediately be like, I need to make capitalism next. I have to profit off of this.
If I were to go along more of your line of thinking, I would probably like in the stockings for bad kids, I would probably put like a pair of really expensive gaming headphones, but only like one of the headphones works.
Oh no.
Only like one side works. So like you can only, so they could be like, I mean, technically I can use this, but like it is broken and it's like kind of annoying but they're really nice otherwise.
Okay, what about this? One of those like game cases that you can like
mental torment.
You know when like there's the games at like stores, like big box stores, and the game case will be empty and you just get like a digital code for the game when you bring the case up to the counter. You get them that. You get them that case and the receipt for it for them to activate. Only activatable at Blockbuster.
Most kids nowadays don't even know what a Blockbuster is.
Yeah, but you give them the false hope. They're like, I'm gonna go redeem a game. What do you mean they're not open?
Just put like lit firecrackers in their stocking.
Yo, bad kids, they get back all of the teeth that they gave to the tooth fairy.
Oh my god.
Just a stocking full of all their baby teeth.
The tonsils they got taken out during surgery, they get those back.
Oh god.
The used braces they had.
Oh,
they
no.
get those
all the snapped rubber bands.
Oh my god. Your stocking is full of barbed wire.
Your stocking has barbed wire and a steel chair.
A steel chair.
I've seen that as like a meme now recently. People like when my little nephew opens up his WWE belt on Christmas morning, but I open up my money in the bank briefcase.
And my husband opens up his steel chair and we take that title from him.
Oh god. I've seen so many of those of people say that they're gonna like cash in on their fucking like little nephews getting like WWE merch.
That's so funny, yeah. So how was your week, old chum?
Oh, my week it's been just fine, mostly boring for a lot of it. Only thing of note in the entire past week, I guess, has been yesterday I had to wake up at 7:30 in the morning to go take my grandma to a house showing because she's planning on moving. And it's a house that's like closer to us, so it's better for like transportation and all of that. But that was real early in the morning, taking her to go see that house, and then we ate at Denny's after, and I had a Philly cheesesteak omelet from Denny's, and my stomach did not thank me. Denny's has some soggy-ass omelets.
Yeah, I've definitely been to Denny's for the last 10 years at some point. I totally have.
My family used to go to Denny's all the time, because back in Indiana, they did like a thing where if the Indianapolis Colts scored a certain amount, then you would get like basically free breakfast from Denny's the next day. So we would go there like the next morning, always on like Monday mornings, and it would be packed to the gills in those Denny's trying to get some like free pancakes and sausages.
I remember you telling me that, although the idea of a packed Denny's sounds like a myth.
The Denny's I went to fucking yesterday was packed. Like it was like 11 a.m. on a Saturday, just a loaded fucking Denny's. We had to wait for like 10 minutes to get a table. I don't know why. It's just a loaded Denny's.
Is there a single other restaurant around your area?
Like this isn't like an entire thing of like, this Denny's is not in any kind of food desert. It's no island of its own. It's surrounded by a million other restaurants. but Denny's was just like popping off. And then, of
Wow.
course, we had to get the table next to the crying children, as always.
Yeah. Well, maybe if they're bad, they'll get barbed wire in their stocking.
I was thinking it would be great to have some kind of streamer event. Do some kind of streamer competition where whoever wins gets a Money in the Bank briefcase where they can drop in on anybody's stream at any time.
That'd be crazy. How would you even compete for that?
There's kind of that feature now with the Twitch knocking feature to be able to like knock on somebody's stream and drop in. You can like add people to a favorites list and they can just drop in unannounced.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up? Welcome back to another Skibbity Emerald Let's Play.
Pokemon Emerald Skibbity.
Today we're playing Fortnite at Freddy's.
I have a Five Nights at Freddy's related thing that isn't that shitty song.
My name is the fucking Mimic, oh yeah. My name is the fucking Mimic, oh yeah.
It's one of those things that like it was immediately present on my mind the moment that I woke up, but it fades the longer I'm awake and starts to slip out of memory. But I'm glad that I remember it because last night, for whatever reason, I had one of those dreams where in the dream, like it passes in real time. You know, one of those where it's not like, oh, I fall asleep, I have this little dream and then I wake up. It's one of those ones where you feel like you're in the dream for like 3 hours. And it was the worst dream to have that for. Because the dream was that I was at a fucking, like, I was basically, like, abducted in a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's restaurant. And with a bunch of other people, like 30 other people abducted and kidnapped in the fucking basement of a Five Nights at Freddy's restaurant.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it was like, it's like this
Sounds
whole fucking, like, you could make, like, 3 Five Nights at Freddy's games out of all the shit that happened in that dream. But I lived that shit. I lived a fucking night in Freddy's.
Nice.
Thank you, Brain, for that one.
I wish my nightmares were at least that creative. My nightmares are just like real scenarios that like are very possibly could happen, and I hate them. Or I'll have good dreams that feel so unbelievably fucking real, and then I'll wake up and be like, oh yeah, that's right, that's not my life at all. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like the one dream I had a long time ago that I think I talked about on the show before, that one dream where I had like the boyfriend for me and I loved him. And like, I felt like I had known him forever in my dream. Like it felt like I met my soulmate in my dream for one night in an alternate reality. And then we just never saw each other again.
Yeah, I've had that a couple times. It sucks.
It's like, that's great. 'Cause I totally love dating real men. They're so nice and cool.
No, they're always just so great.
They're not great. I know you men who are chill are out there, but man, why do you guys hide from us? It's so hard to get to you guys when all the other guys just like stand out and are like, I'm gonna go on this dating app. You know, I'm not like sure about dating. I might not actually like commit like at all, but you know, I'll give it a try.
I'm here to pretend that I'm serious.
Also, this song that just came on reminded me that this is a like jazz holidays lo-fi themed in this I think it's Jingle Bells lo-fi.
No, this is whatever, the Deck the Halls.
Oh yeah, of jolly fa la 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 la. Yeah, that's what that is. It's in the description.
Don
again.
we now
Like,
our gay apparel.
gay 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 homo mo.
Gang 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 gang. Ice cream so good.
Yeah, my week this week was pretty regular. Nice though. It was I think it was this past week I started Let's Go Pikachu again.
Nice.
I've now reached Pokemon Championship status in 2 different regions, so I'm going for my 3rd one, which is Kanto, and I've gotten very into Pokemon.
Yeah, your Discord status is right now Sinnoh/Galar champion.
Yes, I am the champion in the Sinnoh and Galar regions. I beat Brilliant Diamond, and then I beat Pokemon Sword. And after I become a champion in Kanto and Let's Go Pikachu, I'm going to play Soul Silver next.
You need to tell me when you start Soul Silver, because I would actually love to play that alongside you and like duel you at some point.
I will. I am going to play the actual game solo mostly. I'm going to play it on my phone, but I haven't been able to. I have like 3 gyms down in Let's Go Pikachu right now. I think I started it this past week, but this week was also filled with me trying to contact my doctor to get a prescription refilled because I sent a message about it in the portal app, the health portal app, and I got a message back that was like, the doctor gave you a 90-day supply. I was like, yeah, of the one, but not the other I needed. And then I left a voicemail with my doctor directly, and she didn't even call me back. She just like sent the prescription to my pharmacy, and I was like, oh, that's lit. So I gotta go pick that up later too. But I'm happy it got filled because I was really anxious about that.
I'm hoping for no more prescription troubles. After my thing should come in a couple days, having prescription shipped during the holiday season is not a great time. So I'm hoping that it actually gets here on time. But I haven't had it now for like almost 2 weeks, and I'm 2 weeks. Sorry, it's a movie. I haven't had it for that amount of time, and I'm just going to be really relieved when I have it again, because I have had no energy in the time between.
Drugs.
2 trucks having sex.
Who can relate?
Don't even quote fucking the white rapper at me.
Whoa.
You think that's what really like does in Eminem on these days? That his whole thing was being the white rapper, and now there's so many of them.
Yeah.
And he's not even the best of them.
Damn. Talking shit on Eminem today?
I've said it a fucking 100 times. I'll say it again. There's nothing more cringe than in the year of our Lord and Savior 2024 still being like, chicky what? Like you like might as well start writing for Disney Channel.
I mean, fair enough. That side of the world has not much influence on me anymore. They used to have more influence on me. Awesome time for my cat to start yelling. They're in heat right now, and they're just being so annoying about it. You will most definitely hear it for almost this entire show, probably.
And for anybody who has the same question that I did about why the cats aren't fixed, they're getting there. It will happen. There is responsible pet ownership happening.
Yeah, they're getting fixed. We're poor people. Give us a fucking second. We're getting them fixed. We're getting them fixed with help from a friend, though.
Our friend, the penis doctor.
A friend of ours helped us adopt them and get them started on different stuff because she's a cat rescuer, so she's going to help us with that part too at some point, either later this month or in January. Also, it is the holiday season, so happy holidays, everybody, and we hope you enjoy your not 25, but 3 days of closing shift before Christmas.
Yeah, it's by the time that this comes out, it's going to be getting real close to Christmas, but still like 2 weeks away, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and leave us a comment. What do you want for Christmas? What do you want Santa to deliver under your tree?
Yeah.
And we'll do absolutely nothing about it, because what do we look like, a charity?
And then go to whoever you live with, stash of presents, and open them early and tell us what you got. No, don't do that. Don't ruin the fun for people.
Yeah, if you can just put into the comments below what you're buying everybody this year, and then send them a link to those comments.
Yeah. Give us all their phone numbers and we'll send them what you're getting them. No, don't give us your personal info.
Yo, imagine people just send us like the phone numbers. Don't do this. Send us the phone numbers of loved ones and be like, hey, this is Emmy and Mia from Closing Shift. What you're getting for Christmas this year is...
That'd be crazy.
That's what Santa gets the bad kids. He puts their phone numbers on Twitter.com.
And changes the passwords on all their online accounts.
You fool. I have 70 alternative accounts.
Yeah, like I was saying at the beginning, though, I'm getting really into this thumb hole thing.
Talk about the thumb holes.
It's just like, there's something about it. I don't know. I used to be really into them as a kid. And I remember I got these sweatshirts. I don't remember what brand they were or anything like that, but they like had thumb holes designed into the sleeves. They were like made for that.
Ah.
But I've just been cutting them into these. I have a few other sweatshirts I want to do this with. There's some I'm not going to do it with because I wear them more out to like official things, but also it's just thumb holes. Not a big deal. It's just a thumb hole. Ain't no big thing. It's just a thumb hole.
I used to want fingerless gloves so bad as a kid because of Pokemon. Ash Ketchum wearing fingerless gloves. I was like, that's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
Never got them, but still think about it.
I think the way you can cut and edit clothes and stuff is pretty cool, honestly.
I need to do more of it.
I've cropped a lot of my t-shirts by cutting them, and they're cute.
I have a whole bunch of pants that I need to do more sewing on, because I think I probably mentioned it before, but a couple pairs of like pajama pants and sweatpants that they all have holes in the exact same place on the back of the right leg, and I get it on every single pair of pants ever because of the way that I bounce my leg, that it just always wears a hole right in that spot. And so I have like a bunch of different pairs of pants that I need to make the exact same repair on all of them. My mom noticed one the other day. She's like, what happened to your pants? I was like, the thing that happens to all my pants. Literally all of them have this problem now.
I got a hole in my calf.
They're too swole.
Mom, I got a hole in my calf. My thighs are too thick.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm bouncing my leg on it like right now. Cause you know, is that the way that like I sit for stream?
Send me pictures.
Send me pictures of you bouncing on it.
Bouncing that thing.
The way I sit, I have a completely different posture. The way I sit at my desk for stream to like make sure I can see all the monitors and have the microphone in a good position and, you know, just be comfortable. also means that like I always like sit with my legs kind of tucked. So my right calf is always scraping the edge of my desk chair. And so there's also like a hole being worn in that chair in the exact same spot. You know, they're kind of digging into each other.
Damn.
I gotta fix that.
I'm bleeding. Hello? Where am I? I can't see.
Who turned out the lights?
Wee whoop. It's the sound of the police.
Whoop, whoop.
I wear mostly sweatpants, so I haven't worn pants with holes in them in a while. I like those pants, but I just don't shave my legs that much, so I don't feel like dealing with it as a very feminine trans woman who shaves my legs a lot, or likes. I like my legs being clean shaved and like lotioned up so they're glimmery and cute. But I haven't done that in a while, so I haven't felt like wearing. I haven't even felt like wearing real pants anyway. I wore them to like Thanksgiving, but like that's it. Other than that, I just wear sweatpants at home and like sweatshirts with thumb holes, obviously. So that's where I'm at. And it's deliciously chill. I haven't owned an actual pair of regular denim jeans and I don't even know. I don't even know if as a woman I ever owned real jeans.
Jeans are like the only article, like it's the only form of pants that if I'm going to wear out anywhere, like it has to be jeans. I hate khakis. I hate shorts. Jeans are the thing for me.
Khakis are fucking work pants. Nobody should ever wear khakis in a casual setting.
Like there's no other option for leg wear that like I can tolerate aside from jeans. They're like the one thing that I'm just like okay with. Everything else I just have either, I've always disliked khakis, but like any other kind of like pants, I just have a strong hatred for. I can't stand like basketball short kind of material. Fucking hate that. Oh my God. You put me in a pair of...
I love athletic shorts.
God, I fucking hate athletic wear material. That shit, like, sensory nightmare for me, and it just, like, I just do not want it anywhere near me.
No, I don't like that material either.
It has to... It's jeans or nothing for me. Unless I'm, I wear, like, fleece pants a lot for, like, these pajama pants or, like, sweatpants, but if I'm going out, it has to be jeans. And it's always been that way, basically.
I just don't like jeans. They're uncomfortable to me. They're, like, too tight. I don't like how it feels. It's like cold when I put them on for the first time. Like when I wear sweatpants, I'm like, this is awesome. And when I wear jeans, I'm like, this is awesome. This is not awesome.
I don't really like clothes that are very swishy, especially in the pants. Like that's why I like them. Like that jeans are more solid and tight. It's like I don't want it like swishing around.
Like baggy pants?
Yeah, I don't like baggy stuff. I don't like stuff that's really gonna be like, I don't want to feel my berries getting tossed around as I'm stepping.
Like big sweatshirts and comfy big sweatpants. That's my fucking jam. That's my shit. Especially big sweatpants with big pockets. I'm big on pockets. Like if my pants don't have pockets, I will not wear them. Absolutely not. I even have leggings with pockets because of that. And don't get me wrong, I like stuff that's tight because I'm like a huge hoe. But I just don't. I wear tight stuff more in that context. I don't like wearing it when I'm chilling, which is what I do most nowadays. Is I work through the week. My job has a uniform, so I wear my uniform to work, obviously. And then whenever I'm at home, it's like thumbhole sweatshirt and sweatpants. I have one pair of sweatpants that I fucking adore. I got them from my sister's friend who didn't want them anymore. I'm like, I don't know why you wouldn't want these. These are the shit. But I definitely could. I'm definitely the kind of like wear like a cropped tank top and sweatpants only kind of person. That's probably like my summer go-to because it's cute and it's comfy.
I think a big thing of why I'm big on jeans is because I don't like shorts at all. I'm on any kind of clothing. I always like, I want like full coverage except for usually my arms is like the one thing I want. Like forearm onward, I'll like leave free and available. Because I always like wear a hoodie and I always roll up the sleeves to my elbows. And that's just my style. Jeans, black hoodie with the sleeves rolled up to my elbows. That's the everyday fit.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to, it's probably one of the more demented things in my life when I think about it. But before I had like a supply of pajama pants, I would just like hang out all day, like wearing jeans just casually. Just like hanging out in my room all day, not going anywhere, throw on a pair of jeans. That's just what I'm wearing today.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously I've explained my side of this, but yeah, jeans are weird. I have a pair of like quote unquote jeans, but they're like an elastic waistband with like drawstrings. Like, yeah. I don't like jeans. Like I have to like clip, button, and zip my work pants, that is about as far as I'm willing to go. And that's only because that is the job that provides my money that I get. Khakis, first of all, khakis are like, hey, I work at the local gas station pants. Yeah. And other than that, like jeans for me, jeans also, I will say, probably have some kind of like trauma thing for me because my dad, when I was a boy, used to be like, well, you got to get jeans. I'd be like, why? He'd be like, because jeans are like what people wear. I was like, well, that's stupid. I don't want to wear jeans. And then like I don't think I owned a single pair of jeans that wasn't from Old Navy in my entire life.
Oh no.
Because my dad would just be like, look, I got all these Old Navy coupons. Let's go shop. Let me go shopping for you, but I'll bring you with me. So you have to look at all the shit I'm gonna buy you. I was like, okay, don't wanna, but whatever. And so I hate guy clothes. I look at pictures of myself. We were just looking at funny old pictures of myself. And like, when I look at myself in guy clothes, I'm like, yeah, that is completely objectively incorrect. That is just not right. There's nothing right about that. And I get right now that I'm literally just wearing a big baggy sweatshirt and big baggy pants, but it's not in the same context. And they're like gender neutral clothes. They're not like men's clothes. I used to wear like men cut shirts and men cut pants.
For men.
I do not wear anything like that anymore. I do not like men's clothing, except for like big sweatshirts, I guess. But usually they're unisex anyway.
Let's look at these older pictures of you wearing like men's clothes and stuff and having like a beard and all that. It's like, huh, what a weird Halloween costume.
What an interesting Milk is Superior cosplay. I think it'd be so funny still. There's still... I don't think I'd ever actually do it, but I do think as a bit, it would be really funny to just go live on the Milk is Superior Twitch channel one day and just be like, what happened? Like, where have you guys been for 4 years? I just think it would be hilarious just to do it like one time. Because hypothetically, I could change the brand name of that channel and then just keep using that channel, even though I got Twitch to remove the affiliate status.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like, I'm not even streaming on my channel anyway. I'm not gonna do that. I just think it'd be funny. Maybe on April Fool's Day, 2025 or something.
I think that'd be great to do after like 2 years of HRT and just wear a fake beard.
No, like wear like a big sweatshirt and then like covering up my boobs and then just like wear like a fake beard and a fake mustache and stuff and like put my hair up so it looks short and then be like, what's up, bitches? And like pull it all out. Be like, that's right, I changed my body and I did it for you. Use that Prime on me. Nah, I don't think anybody would be surprised by that because anyone who's continued to follow me over these years has known exactly what's going on. I don't think there's any people I could surprise by this anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows. Boomer even thought I was accelerated when I told him I was about to start HRT. I think I've said this on the podcast, but I told him I was about to start HRT, and he was like, "You're not on HRT? I thought you were on HRT for like a year." I was like, "Dude, thank you for the compliment, but no, I've not been on HRT at all yet." And it is now coming upon 3 months of it, and I'm very happy still with the results.
Hell yeah!
I've been able to, even before I started HRT this year, I started to grow more into myself, and now HRT has just accelerated that, and that's been great. I just have more fun doing things now. And I'm a much bigger Pokemon nerd than I was before now because of that. Probably because of HRT. I don't know.
Surprised that Fallout hasn't hit you.
Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas.
I don't like the idea of Fallout. I mean, like I played like the first like 30 minutes of New Vegas and it didn't really hook me. Also, the PC controls themselves did not hook me. That shit was so annoying. That's what I remember about it.
But you don't like pressing Alt to ready your weapon?
The lowest mouse sensitivity was way too high. I was like, this sucks.
No, like if you're playing like any kind of stuff like that, there's like a million unofficial patches that you gotta get going.
And you're not allowed to hook up a controller. So.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that. I'd rather get the 3rd region championship. It is a goal of mine to get the Pokemon championship in every region now. I don't know if I'll actually follow through on all of them, but I'm definitely at least gonna get the one in Kanto and then the one in Soul Silver. Is that the Hoenn region? What region is Soul Silver?
Soul Silver, I thought that's Johto. Hoenn is Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. You're thinking of Pokemon Johto!
Gotcha.
Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Everybody wants to get there faster. Make the way to the top of the hill.
You gotta be the master of the Pokemon. Ground, fire, ice, something.
I love that's one of my favorite Pokemon intros. Is the Johto region of the cartoon.
What is the part? There's so many funny parts in the Poke Rap when he's like, something, Gyarados.
Yeah.
Or no, it's like Slowpoke, Pidgeot, Arbok. That's all, folks. Gotta catch 'em all.
I'm still a big fan of the Poke Rap, but it's only the Pokemon that Nintendo cares about. And it's like, Pikachu, Charmander, Charizard. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon, Charmeleon. That's all.
I haven't seen that, but I know about it. That's really funny.
That's one of the nice things with having a modified 3DS is that I could play through Soul Silver on original hardware, and then I can just put my save on PC for doing stuff for like online battles. Get the best of both worlds.
That's so good. I don't have any DS. Chandler has like 3.
How much even is like a 3DS these days? I mean, I have a...
I don't fucking know.
I have an original DS, a DS Lite, a DSi, and new 3DS. I used to have a 3DS XL. I have a new 3DS XL. It's not just a new 3DS, because I don't think they even sold that in the States, just 3DS XL. I have a new 3DS XL. I used to have a 3DS XL, not new, but I gave that to my siblings. That's also a modified one. And I think that's my DS collection.
Nice. I have the Nintendo Switch and my iPhone.
How are new 3DSs still going for like $200? It is not worth that much these days. Give it up.
It's just, no one's ever gonna give it up. It's just dumb. It's just like what it is.
Gaming market just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever.
Still trying to find myself a nice Twilight Princess physical copy, and that's just never gonna happen.
Yeah. Put it on my Wii U, cause I need you to get that Fall Guys Battle Pass.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Speaking of Battle Pass, Fortnite OG is currently going on right now as of this episode.
Oh yeah.
Let us know your favorite OG location in the Chapter 1 Season 1 map of Fortnite. I've kind of taken a huge liking to OG. It's kind of fun. I liked Fortnite anyway, but playing OG, I don't know, there's just something about it. It's fun. It's just like really simple. Plus they kept all the new movements, so you don't have to like just run slowly across fields.
Not all of it. They didn't bring in swimming, but some of the more quality of life things were added.
I mean like the movement when you're like on any part of the land, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't swim. They also have the old items in the toolbar, which is pretty cool. Or the old like item icons in the toolbar.
Yeah.
For like shield pots and stuff. It's fun.
Little nostalgia.
We also had another game drop this week on Thursday for some reason. Marvel Rivals.
Oh yeah, I haven't played that one yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marvel Rivals.
Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Man.
I forgot about that last night too. We were also doing Christopher Walken impressions, and Pi was like, "What accent is that?" And we were like, "It's a Christopher Walken accent."
Literally just Christopher Walken and nobody
Ladies
else.
and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
It's so dumb. It's so stupid. My name is Christopher Walken. I was in The Rundown with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And the only movie that I've ever seen with Christopher Walken in it was Click with Adam Sandler. And it's so funny that he's in that.
I think the only Christopher Walken movie I've ever seen was the movie adaptation of Hairspray.
He's in that?
Yeah, he like plays the dad in Hairspray in the movie.
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, Hairspray. So funny. She, Chris on my Tafur till I walk in. Topher Grace. Didn't Topher Grace, he played somebody. Was it like, he played Venom in Spider-Man 3? I can't remember.
I don't know. The name sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
I can't remember the name of the guy who played Sandman.
He looks like Ray William Johnson.
What?
I'm gonna send you a picture here of Topher Grace and tell me that he doesn't look like Ray William Johnson.
That's gotta be a very specific picture.
It's not even very specific. It's just the fucking guy he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
That's his fucking IMDb.
Yeah, his like eyes don't match Ray William Johnson, but I see what you mean.
This one, he has a little bit more Ray in him.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
The eyes are off, though. Also, yeah, this is the guy who played Venom in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. And also, he was in Spider-Man 2002. He was in Interstellar.
What do you mean he was in Spider-Man 2002? When?
I don't know. It's not credited here for, like, what he is in this role. It just says he was in it.
Ain't no way.
Let me look at his actual IMDb. Because I was looking at the Google result for it, which is useless. He's also in one episode of That 90s Show. You know what's crazy? He's credited in that on Google, but I don't see him in that on on his IMDb credit. Somebody's lying.
Yeah, I feel like I would know by now if he was in that movie. Pulling up a Reddit thread, is Topher Grace in Spider-Man 2002? Correction, Jameson does mention a photographer named Eddie in the first one. No, what?
So they mentioned the role
Eddie
of...
is mentioned.
Yeah, but that's not Topher Grace. That's the character.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Like, bullshit. Yeah, he wasn't in that shit.
That reminds me, though, of, like, the name Topher Grace makes me think of The Fault in Our Stars, because there's, like, somebody named, like, Grace something in that movie. And that came up yesterday, because that was, like, two things that my chat didn't know about. Nobody in my chat knew about Ninja Low Taper Fade, which was, like, one thing's like, okay, I guess that's a meme you could miss.
Which I didn't know about.
Yeah, apparently you also didn't know about it, but that was, like, a completely separate thing that came to your attention.
Right, that was Mike making fun of me for not knowing it.
Yeah, but I was also surprised nobody in my chat knew who John Green was.
Oh, that's impressive.
It's like, what do you mean you don't know John Green?
Maybe they're all, like, 5.
No, it's like, these are, like, a lot of my chat is either my age or, like, you know, older millennials, like 30s and onward kind of thing. So it's like, what do you mean you don't know John Green as a millennial?
Have you ever seen the scene in Adventure Time when Ice King is like, don't play with me, Wild Bear Princess. I know you like the silver foxes. Crazy line.
It's crazy, mate. Just crazy.
I also don't remember, but there's a time where, like, Ice King goes to the website for the Wizard Market and he starts searching, and, like, as he starts typing out more, there's, like, search suggestions, and when it's, like, the last 2 before he finishes typing, one of them is, like, wizard women long legs or something. It's like, whoa, that's crazy.
It's like a real, like, it's like a half-second gag.
Bro is horny, what?
Gunter, get out of here, I'm gooning.
It's crazy. Some of the shit they put in that show. A sexy wizard like you goes where he wants, said Jake in the actual show.
I've seen some memes recently of people taking, like, Northern Lions, like, monologues that he does on stream, all of his rants that he goes on, and putting them over Jake from Adventure Time, and they fit really well for some of them. I don't watch a lot of Northern Lion content. I keep up with him here and there, but I'm a big fan of the triumvirate of Vinny Vinesauce, Germa, and Northern Lion.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is as good a time as any to bring up my little segment that I have here today.
Yeah, I guess you should.
This is once again a variation of my segment, Save the Date. Although what is going to be guessed here today is not the date of publication. It is not going to be hardly anything other than the one thing that must be guessed about this image I am going to show you. This was published in the December 8th, 1924 issue of the Imperial Valley Press, and it is a newsworthy article simply labeled, "He's Tall," including this picture. Let me read you this subtitle here. Kansas grows famous wheat and tall legislators. Henry W. Barron's, senator-elect from the Osage County District, is blank feet, blank inches tall. This is newsworthy how tall this man is. So I have censored in this image that I have sent to you everything that mentions his height. I need you, Emmy, to guess how tall is this man that it made the news in 1924?
There's a 3 and a 4 on it. If I had to guess, I'd say probably like, I think it's gonna be kind of like underwhelming, but it was just crazy for the time.
You know, I didn't even recognize that that's like a 3 and a 4 there. I thought that was just a accoutrement. Forgot to censor that.
No. I'm assuming like, I don't know, it doesn't even look like it would go up to like 6 feet, but I guess it would have to. I think I'm just gonna shoot. My guess is gonna be, I'll say like 6 feet 2 inches.
Is that your final guess?
Yeah.
All right, here is the uncensored image. Newsworthy, this man is 6'7".
That's close.
He's tall. Man, now I'm upset that I missed the 3 and the 4 there. Wonder how much that skewed the guess.
Well, it's okay. It helped me a little bit.
No, you're not supposed to have any help. You're supposed to suffer. It builds character.
No, it doesn't. It's literally just subjective suffering.
You're supposed to save up your allowance for a month to buy an ice cream, and then you drop the ice cream on the ground, and it's like, no, we're not going to ask them to replace it up at the counter. You dropped it, and now you don't have ice cream. Remember that shit?
I can't imagine it.
That was a controversy several months ago where this guy, this father, it's very similar to the Bean Dad thing, where it's like, he's like, my kid saved up their allowance to buy an ice cream, and then they immediately dropped it. And, now they learned a hard lesson about life, about how difficult life is. They dropped their ice cream, now they don't have ice cream. And everybody in the comments saying like, okay, so they literally like dropped it immediately, and you're standing right in front of the counter. Can you just ask them to like replace the ice cream? Because they probably would. They'd be nice to your kid. And he's like, no, my kid isn't allowed to know kindness.
Yeah, good for that dad. Doing it right,
That's the thing. It just keeps happening like every year. There's some like awful parent who flexes how terrible they are as a parent and just being like pseudo bullying their own child. Famous example of it being Bean Dad, who was like, my kid wanted a can of beans and wanted me to help them open it. So I said, no, I'm not going to help you. And then they tried for half an hour and couldn't, so they cried. It's like, how about you teach your kid how to open a fucking can?
Yeah, like what? There's like a tool for that.
Yeah.
Show him how to use it. Then you don't have to open it for him, dipshit.
I'm sorry, is your child being raised by wolves or by you?
Trust me, fool, I was raised by the wolves. Love that song. Yeah, thanks for trying to bully me and being like, damn it, I wish I had given you no help. Well, did you have more of this segment?
No, that's it for that. I also have this very cursed looking picture that was also in the same paper.
Oh god.
Well, it's Eddie.
It's Eddie,
The Prince of Wales.
now in wave form.
Yeah, it looks fucking... This looks like something that would be in like a shitty VHS horror series on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like a shitty analog horror thing.
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob creepypasta analog horror.
Exactly.
I watched a video like that yesterday and it was really stupid. Those videos are just getting like less realistic. On August 7th, 2005, this episode of SpongeBob aired and messed up during the broadcast, and they'll like... I'm sure those people probably have like 7 different screenshots of like Nickelodeon channel being down screenshots.
Yeah.
That they add to those fucking videos. Be like, the tunes are taking a break. We'll be back after this break.
Oh, I saw on TikTok yesterday, a TikTok that had 1 million likes. That was like, this TikToker has been arrested on child abuse. And it's like, they show a video of a woman being carried away by police, but you see from behind, it's like, that's not even the person. They're just stitching together random footage of like anything and like having an AI TTS read this over, and 1 million fucking people believe this is real footage of like a TikToker being arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Open the schools.
Open the schools. Send children to the schools.
Send children to... They need school.
But don't tell them how to get there. Don't tell them what a bus is.
We're gonna have like 5 times the amount. It was already like a big enough thing in like 2010 of like there being all these like kids and teenagers on the internet being like, I hate school. What did they ever actually teach us? They don't teach us anything useful. I was never taught what laws there are. And that's going to be like 5 times worse of like this mentality. Kids being like, school is useless.
Well, good news. It's only getting worse. Because now kids are actually having trouble learning anything in school. And it's just rising the rate of stupid people being able to buy adult things and use them.
I really fear for like 20 years from now when everybody's like, old enough to run for public offices or be in the kind of position of like leadership, that all these lobotomites who are using Chat GPT to answer the most basic questions, it's not going to be impossible. It's going to be very likely that we're going to have within the next 20 years a whole bunch of lawmakers that are like asking Chat GPT for all of their fucking decisions.
Well, hopefully I'll be dead by then. Hopefully the MS will have won by then. No, I'm just kidding.
Rare multiple sclerosis mention?
Actually, I've got like 1 year left of being able to be covered by my parents' insurance as a dependent.
Being alive.
I've got 1 year to live, so we're gonna make a new video every day for a year and then delete it the second I die. I've got a year left of being on my parents' insurance legally in the state of Georgia. Then I will have to be an independent on my own insurance. But I found out that my job actually has health coverage.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. It's just a simple...
What you got, United?
Just a simple comes out of your... I don't know what company it is. It's just like a simple comes out of your paycheck. You check off every year what insurances you want covered.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, a lot of workplaces have that for any kind of insurance coverage.
Especially because I'm going to need that.
Yeah. I think that's like national. When you turn 26, it's always, that's like the cutoff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Dude, I'm going to be 23 in about a month.
Congratulations.
You're going to
be 25 in like 20 days.
Yeah, just about 20 days.
You're going to be 23. I can't believe I'm 2 years older than you. Jesus.
Yeah. Technically,
like, 3. It's not that much, but
by like,
Jesus.
There's a month overlap where you're 3 years older than me.
It's like a week or two.
Yeah, between the end of December and the middle of January.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 weeks.
You ever so barely snagged the 90s baby title.
I know, right? 2 days. I was alive for 2 days in the 90s. Barely.
You were like, who's here before it was cool?
Who were some of the last? Who was born during Y2K?
If time travel is ever a thing that is ever invented, what we're going to see is people just popping back in time on literally fucking everything and being like, who's watching this in 2025? Or people from our day going forward in time and being like, who's watching this from 2024? And it's a video that released in 2030.
Oh, that'd be ridiculous. It's crazy to think about when you're like, you know, because we're about to be at a point where 2015 was 10 years ago. So you think about that. And in 2015, you're like, oh, 2025, 2020, that's such an astronomically distant year. And now it's like the normal. And now we're like, oh, 2030 is crazy to think about. But when we get there, it'll just be the normal.
Fortnite, 7 years.
Fortnite, 7 years. I've been out of high school now for this 2025 will be the...
Break a shield pot, 7 years of Fortnite bad luck.
I've been out of high school. I'm trying to think of the math. 2025 will be my 7th year out of high school also, which is pretty nuts.
Wow, I can't believe they made Fortnite as a graduation present for you.
I know, and I didn't even play it when they made it.
Wow, you're so unappreciative. You're like all those rich kids. You're like, oh, wrong color Ferrari for my Sweet 16.
Well, I'm making up for it now. I'm making up for it by giving Fortnite all my money now.
You're as beautiful as the day I lost you.
If you had the chance to grade in Fortnite, would you?
Oh, we're getting a live action How to Train Your Dragons movie now.
I know. I would love to never talk about it again after we just said that.
Yeah.
I hate the idea of that. I hate all those live action remakes, and I do not give a singular shit about this remake. I'm not watching it.
I saw a trailer for it before I watched Wicked, which I never even talked about Wicked on here.
Yeah, you did watch Wicked.
Yeah, I never gave my thoughts on it here, and now it's like 2 weeks out from when I watched it. But it's a good movie. It's not for me. I think it just like lacks the depth that I want out of a story and out of characters for me to be interested and engaged. I can recognize that it's a very well-made movie. The sets look incredible. The effects are great. The music itself sounds good. I have no complaints about all that. It's just a very strong case of not for me.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
But if you like that kind of stuff, if it seems like it's interesting to you, it's a good movie. I'm a bit disappointed that it's only part 1. Because, like, the original show is 2.5 hours that it gets through the entire story. Wicked Part 1 is 2 hours 40, and it only does half of the story. So it feels like a little bit like I didn't know it was going to be a part 1. I went in thinking, like, I'm going to watch Wicked and know what the whole thing is. And then it's, like, only half of it. But I don't even think it really matters to get the other half because, like, this is the kind of thing that it does that kind of pisses me off. It does that thing of, like, everything that exists in the modern lore of this character has to be pre-established in this prequel. Like, we have to have a fucking scene where we establish where she got the cape. Like, everything, every little bit of lore has to have some scene explaining it, and it just feels so unnecessary. It's like, oh, you mean the world's most generic witch design of all time needs to have a scene explaining why she wears a cape? Like, it's that Star Wars thing of, like, what's his story, this random-ass stormtrooper? It's like, we don't need to know. Maybe we can have, like, the entire other half of the movie if we don't focus a 10-minute scene on where she got the fucking hat.
Dude, can I come over? My mom is pissed right now. Can I come over?
Shit, what did you do?
Oh my god. I haven't seen Wicked. I'm probably not going to. I don't think it's bad. Everyone I know that saw it is in love with it, except for obviously you.
I think one of my biggest problems that I also just don't see Ariana Grande as Glinda. I just do not see her in that role. Everybody else was fine. She's just like white woman jump scare. That's
fair. Not for you is totally fair. It's probably not majorly for me. I mean, I don't really care about the Oz stuff anyway.
It's kind of basic.
I just don't care about it. Like, I'm not exactly the kind of person that can hop on any hype train ever. but I'm always willing to try stuff. But the like Wizard of Oz like story is so like overcooked. I don't really care.
Yeah.
That whole thing isn't for me in the first place.
Nothing feels unique in it. It's a good story, but it's like the most generic thing I've ever watched.
What I'm really not willing to do is go sit in a movie theater for 3 hours and watch something I don't think I want to watch.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not paying money to go watch something that I might not want to finish.
If you actually just want to see the like what the story is and hear the songs, the original stage performance, it gets all of that in a shorter amount of time. And there was fun. They had like a cameo of Idina Menzel and somebody else. I don't know her name, but they played, they were in the theater version of Wicked. They're like very well known for their roles as like Elphaba and Glinda, and they had a little feature in the movie. It's like, oh yeah, it's fun.
Silly.
I think there's a lot of weird things that you don't really notice it in the theater, but when you're listening to it, like they released the soundtrack on music distribution platforms, so you can actually listen to like the soundtrack of the movie. There's a lot of things that you don't notice in the theater, but you definitely hear it there of like weird audio anomalies. Like they auto-tuned the fuck out of Jeff Goldblum because they like want to disguise his voice a little bit for one of the opening songs. So like they like shifted it up an octave at the end of it, and it just sounds like it sounds Adobe enhanced. It's like it's not great. A few things going on there.
Well, that was our review of Wicked. Let us know in the comments what you thought of Wicked.
No one mourns the wicked. I haven't seen any other movies in like a minute. Last time I actually watched a movie start to finish was when I was binging through some of the Saw movies, but I haven't watched anything else since then. I've been slacking on my media consumption.
I don't know what the last like movie I watched. It might have been when me and my sister were watching Halloween movies. Watched A Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline.
I'm pissed we didn't do any fucking Halloween or fall activities when I was there. That shit would have been vibes.
Damn, yeah, it would have been, but we went to the event we paid hundreds of dollars to go to. So I think that's fair.
Damn, if only we went to a fucking PLE.
You came here for a reason. We didn't do nothing. It was like the beginning of October, and I was trying to just make sure I could pay the bills. I wasn't like, let me go buy 3 pumpkins. Let's carve them.
No, but I mean, we did so much when I was there.
You should come for a different Halloween, though.
I mean, it is like, I would like to visit again sometime later into the fall, because it was like right at the very start of fall that I got there, and there was only like a couple leaves that had changed. I would love to be there in actual like winter, or like fall, winter, that kind of like shifting period. I had a weird thing yesterday when we were checking out that house for my grandma, where like there was actual grass in the backyard, just like a little patch of it of real grass, which you don't see. That kind of green grass, because there's wild grass out here, but it's all like yellow. And it had been freshly watered, and it was like the first time in probably 6 years I had the experience of stepping onto muddy, wet grass. And I was like, whoa, the ground squished. That doesn't happen out here. It was like nearly nostalgic. It was like, oh, the ground can feel like that.
What is this? What am I feeling?
I miss snow. I haven't seen snow in like 7 years. That's the one thing I miss about winter.
I'm not 100% sure when the last time I saw snow was. It was probably like, I mean, if we're talking about like large amounts of snow, it was probably like 10 years ago. If not, it was probably like some other amount of time ago, a little sooner than that maybe. I have seen snow since then. It just wasn't much.
I've had this like little dream for many, many years now that I still think it would be a great thing to do one year, of like going someplace. It'd almost be like, what's the movie called? What is it called? It has Bruce Campbell, directed by Sam Raimi.
Spider-Man?
No, the horror movie.
Spider-Man 2?
It's not Night of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Dead? It's not Night of the Living Dead. That's way too old.
It's something like that.
But yeah, that kind of thing, like going into like a cabin in the middle of like the woods somewhere, in the middle of nowhere. I think it'd be fun to do, like just be in like a nice, like cozy place like that. Just like rent it out with a few friends for like a week during the winter. Just like watching the snow in like a place with like a real fireplace, and just kind of like just cozy out in the woods, like quiet, peaceful. Just seems chill to me.
I love all those adjectives you use, but you brought it the idea up using a horror movie.
Well, yeah.
You're like, I need like some like I die in this cabin tonight vibes, you know? Like I need
The Evil Dead.
Oh, The Evil Dead, that's what it was.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the setup of that is like friends go out to like vacation in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, and then they find the fucking Necronomicon.
Believe it or not, that's the same plot as the movie called The Cabin in the Woods.
If you can believe that, it's also the plot of the game Until Dawn. And if you can believe it, that's the plot of like a billion movies. But it just seems like a fun thing to just like go to a place like that where it's just kind of chill in like a very pretty scenic location.
Actually, I have family that owns a cabin up in the Georgia mountains.
Oh my God.
That could be a kind of thing maybe one day.
I'd love it.
Although I would like to bring at least like I'm not saying like I don't want to be stuck with just you, but it's a big cabin and it's a big mountain. I don't think just the two of us would be that fun.
Nightmare scenario.
Nightmare. I think we should bring some other friends along with us.
That's something like that kind of like our 2022 meetup kind of thing. But for like that kind of environment, just like hanging out over the holidays in a scenic place like that.
It's got enough room for like 4 people probably.
8 if we sleep together.
No.
If we share beds to stay warm at night.
Absolutely not.
Oh my God, you don't want to have any fun. Fun is what I call sex.
Cool. And you're right, I don't. I've basically been turned to ace by all these men that suck ass at handling their emotions. Like, I was a man at one point who couldn't handle my emotions. I understand what it's like, but you have got to grow up. We're in our mid-20s. These guys I try to date, you got to understand that it is time to grow up and, like, figure your shit out.
We're not even playing the same game anymore, but I already know you suck at ranked.
Or just don't and get no bitches. That's fine. I, as part of bitches, will never accept that.
There's a bad environment going on right now with like this red pill alpha male behavior. Like there's those like Jubilee type videos, whatever. I don't know if you've seen those where it's like a blind dating kind of thing where they have all these women holding balloons and they bring in a guy and like if a red flag, whatever, they don't like the guy, they just pop the balloon and it instantly ends the date. And so they had one of those videos recently where one of the women contestants on this, one of the women holding balloons was trans. And so a dude walks in, like all the women are lined up, and he walks in and he immediately targets, pops the trans woman's balloon for her, and then walks to the table. And every other woman in that room popped their own balloon immediately after. It's like, no, you don't get to get away with that kind of like shitty alpha male red pill behavior because you look like a douchebag and none of us like you anymore. You think that makes you look cool, but now everybody hates you for it. Like that behavior, like it's what dudes
You're
think.
a loser and everyone hates you.
It's like all these dudes think that like that's what women want, but it's like that is the opposite, as just demonstrated. You exhibit that kind of behavior, it's immediate, like don't want anything to do with you. If you were just a normal person,
dude, that makes women feel like the opposite of an orgasm.
You know what really is going to get all these women attracted is when I'm immediately aggressive and hateful. That's what really gets them going.
Bitches want a man to boss them around.
Bitches hate autonomy.
I only want that sometimes, okay? Yeah, it's just like, grow up, y'all. Like, first of all, if y'all are worried about trans men and women's sports, worry about when trans women beat the fucking shit out of you because they can.
Dude, there was like a trans woman who like won like a modeling thing recently. People were like, oh, you're going to say that she has a biological advantage at being a pretty woman?
Literally. Like, give me a fucking break.
I'm hoping that it gets filtered out of these dude bros, fucking alpha male type guys that like, there's this thing, it's like, oh, the male loneliness epidemic. It's like, I wonder why you have that, because you act like this and you think that people like it when literally nobody does. And you blame everybody else for not liking it when you're the only person who can't recognize how stupid it is. Like maybe I'm just hoping that they someday realize how ineffective it is.
I don't know what could be like the sign for them.
I mean, the thing is that they think that, like, that's what's going to work for them, and it's, like, the woman's fault why it doesn't work, and not their own fault.
Yeah.
Like, that's the logic of, like, I exhibit alpha male behavior, and the women don't like it. There must be something wrong with the women.
They're like, I don't get it.
That's how that whole thing operates. It's like, no, they're the ones who are wrong for not liking me.
Y'all are just fucking goofy. Fuck y'all.
This is your mission for the holiday season as you meet up with your relatives over the Christmas dinner table. When you see your fucking shit-ass cousins and uncles and nephews trying to be alpha males, just point and laugh. It's the right thing to do.
Throw all the silverware at them. Nah, I'm kidding. But we do hope you all have a happy holiday season and a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah and a Happy New Year, even though we'll see you before all that.
We'll see you like 3 times before.
No, we'll only see them one more time before.
Well, before Christmas, I guess.
This episode's going up on Friday the 13th. No! We're gonna lose all our subscribers and followers.
Barricade the windows, stock up on guns. Friday the 13th is coming next week. Please join us for that episode. We need more help.
Good God, they're coming!
FBI, open up!